Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be cleaning this long runner with my Little Green Pro Heat from Bissell. I will be using multiple kind of water containers of this. I will be using the Bissell Little Green Oxy Spot and Stain cleaner. You could use any cleaner really. This one I feel like works pretty well. I use it at a very low dose for general cleaning. You could use it at the recommended level for any spots or stains, like Bissell says. This is like a natural rug, like a jute or something like that. You could see it's a runner and there's a lot of kind of dust and sand here. I vacuum this thing all the time. It kind of gets like caught in here and it doesn't really clean up that well. So I wanted to use the Bissell to give it a really deep clean. I also have stuff like this where there's some sort of like food or something from the bottom of someone's shoes or I don't know what that got caught on here, and the vacuum is not going to clean that off once it's dried on. I'll use the Bissell to get at that stuff. So I'll primarily be using the normal Bissell cleaning head, and then you could see how much of the sort of like fibers from the rug you're collecting. So once this thing starts getting dirty, you know the unit is going to need a clean. Eventually, a rug like this will clog the Bissell. You're just like picking up too many of these loose fibers with that scrubbing action. You will have to clean it up. I have a separate video on how to clean out your Bissell and how to remove a clog. Just on the process, I like to get an area. Basically, I go in columns on the rug. I'll get one area. I will spray it. I will let it sit for a little bit, and then I'll vacuum that piece up. These brushes, these bristles they're not that strong, so you're not hurting the rug, but it will agitate it enough to pick up a lot of the sand and the stuff that is not gonna happen through normal vacuuming, especially if you have like a Dyson fluffy head or something where you're not using stiff bristles to really pick up all the deeper sand and stuff. Again, I'm doing surface cleanings on this thing all the time, but it's just not gonna get up as much stuff as a tougher bristle like this with direct contact from a vacuum and some of that cleaning water just to loosen everything up. It's a pretty slow process, which this is a big rug and I'm not moving that quickly. But again, this is a deep clean. You're not doing this like once a week. You can probably see it's in much better shape. Again, this is a particularly dirty area, but you probably get the point. And you can see it looks a little bit wet. I'll leave this outside in the sun to dry for a couple hours before putting it back. So a lot of what we're doing, we'll be able to clean with a normal vacuum, but anything that's like stuck on or stained, that's where the Bissell's are really gonna come in handy. So I'll get these areas and kind of really attack them to make sure it's getting as clean as possible. You can see there's some stuck on food or something right here. Yeah, so now it's much better. So it's kind of it. We're getting this thing as clean as possible. This is a pretty thick rug. So what I'm gonna do after cleaning one side is I will refill the tank, flip it over, and clean the other side. It takes a long time, but it's worth it if you're not doing this too often. I'm paying special attention to the corners, since on a rug like this one in particular, the corners are like, they tend to turn up like this, and after a few kicks, they will stay like that for a long time. So what I found is that if you give it a good clean with the Bissell and you let it dry flat, maybe with something on top of it, it will stay flat for a while when you put it back in place. So when you've cleaned the whole thing, flipped it, then cleaned the other side, then just let it sit outside in the sun and let it dry for a couple hours and you should be good to go. You could let it dry inside. It just take a little bit longer. Again, a lot of rugs won't have to be flipped since you might have a backing on it, or if it's like a Ruggables, you just have to clean the one side. This one just happens to have two sides that have to get cleaned, and it's thick enough that I don't feel like I'm really getting both sides when I'm cleaning it. Plus we do use the rug and then sometimes do some cleaning and we'll flip it, particularly if some of those corners are turned up. So yeah, that's how you clean your jute or natural rug, or pretty much any rug, with a Bissell Little Green Pro or Little Green Pro Heat. Thanks for watching.